Good evening. We are happy to present Team Perplexing Perspective Solution to the Fusion Cuisine Challenge. We have 4 ingredients that we chose to build our creation with. From the science and engineering practices, we wanted to focus on presenting an argument from evidence. It is a particularly important skill for educated citizens who are confronted with controversial issues, scientific argument, and policy proposals from many different sources. For the scope, we felt that this paired well with the idea of multiple grade levels focusing on scientific literacy. We chose funding at the level of $5,000, though, as you'll hear, what we're proposing uses very little of this budget, if any. Finally, we saddled ourselves with the challenge of lack of collaboration time for our teachers. We all recognize that despite all of the different roles played by our team chefs, lack of planning time was a big hurdle for all of us to overcome. Before we tell you about the STEM meal we have prepared for you, let us introduce the chefs from Perplexing Perspectives. My name is Tom Pasquini, and I teach math, science, and computer science at Kimball Union Academy in New Hampshire.
My name is Megan Sibley. I teach middle school science in California.
Kelly Cannon, K-12 science and STEM programmer in Washoe County, Nevada.
Denise Tracus, K-5 mathematics program coordinator, Washoe County, Nevada, and a graduate level mathematics methods instructor. So what is it we want our students to do? We want them to be creative, collaborative problem solvers. We want them to be able to analyze claims and evidence, develop or critique these ideas, and be able to present and defend their argument, or even revise an argument. We want them to be able to communicate using various modes of communication and to multiple audiences. So what are we going to do? How are they going to demonstrate this? We want them to be able to look at emerging issues, read about it, whether it's a journal article, magazine article, newspaper clip, or even a press release. Be able to look and analyze videos, both stories and interviews. And most of all, we want them to be able to tie this to the discipline they are studying. So how does this emerging issue relate to the content they are looking at, whether that's through biology or chemistry or even health? Most specifically, we want the other students in the school to hear each other's ideas and be able to collaborate across these disciplines. We want them to be able to do, as Dr. Ramirez stated, what is STEM? A meta-discipline that recombines scientific fields.
For example, the California wildfires. While working on this project, I received a text that my parents were evacuating. Our students are in this situation as well. This is happening to them here and now. It is personal, it is relevant, it is scientific. This will be the basis for their argument. We would start with one article that each discipline would explore to generate questions. Students would have time to then research those questions using multiple sources. However, they will inevitably come up with questions they won't be able to answer on their own. At this point, we would go to an expert. In this example, we would Skype with local fire captain James Mendoza, who is an expert on fire behavior, which is the science behind how fire works. Once the research has been completed, the students will build a stronger argument using the evidence.
Through the process of collaborating with other students, scientists, or other experts, and doing research, hopefully students have enough evidence to present a valid argument for their claim and defend that argument. Additionally, they will put these arguments into a lesson format to share with students in lower grades, hopefully with some hands-on activities.
We hope that you have enjoyed your STEM meal this evening. We think that it highlights the different ingredients that we had to work with. Our students will be given an authentic opportunity to construct and present evidence-based argument about an emerging issue. The way in which we present the issue to students is cross-disciplinary and multi-grade level. By having a framework that we agree on with our department at the start of the year and putting it into place when a relevant issue arises, we avoid the need for planning time during the year. And by working with emerging timely issues, we avoid much of the need for discussion. And by working with external experts, we broaden our definition of collaboration for teachers. Finally, you'll notice that we never presented a bill for your meal. For a school with computer technology and internet connectivity, there aren't any direct costs. We're hoping that we can convince NSTA to use these funds to create a central repository or blog to let teachers know about emerging issues and about potential researchers who'd be willing to help. They could also provide rewards in the form of NSTA bookstore gift cards to teachers who help to track down useful resources. We hope that you've enjoyed your meal from Team Perplexing Perspectives.